I just thought I'd do a really quick video about how I use landmark notes because it's a bit of a twist on the 5 C's. Everybody's heard of the 5 C's. Actually, I've got 6 C's set up on the keyboard here because there are 6 notated C's for the 5 C's on the piano. So this is what I would set up for students, and I get them to respond to whichever flashcard I point to and play just one of these C's. So once they get really good at playing whichever C I point to, then I gather up those flashcards and I will test them by just showing them perhaps one at a time. So I show them this flashcard and they've got to be able to play that C. And so on and so on. I show them this flashcard and they've got to be able to play this C. So I want their response time to be really quick to whereabouts on the keyboard they've got to go. Once they've got the hang of that, then I take a different set of flashcards that I've assembled. These are all B's and D's. I don't tell them that they're B's and D's. I mean, they can know that, but what I say to them is that all of the notes I'm going to show you now are either one note higher or one note lower than the C's that you've played. If it's one note higher, it's a D. If it's one note lower, it's a B. They don't need to know the name. They've just got to play it. So when I show them this flashcard, they straight away are able to locate this C. They know it's close to the C, and they can see it's one note higher. So they just play the correct note. And when they see this card, they know that it's down here. It's one note lower than the C, and so on and so on. And then when they get tricky ledger line notes like that, it's easy for them because they're locating themselves with the correct C. Especially when they get really low ones like this. It's not a drama. They can see it's just one note lower than this C. It's absolutely fine. When they get good at that, I then mix in the C's amongst all of that. So now they're able to play random notes really quickly. They're not trying to think about names or mnemonics or even counting up. They can just respond so quickly. When they get good at that, then I take the next set of flashcards, which you probably guessed are all A's and E's. So now I tell them they're 2 notes higher or 2 notes lower than the C that they were playing. And we go through this, so they play that A, and we go through you can see this one's 2 notes higher than that C, and so on and so on. And when they get really good at that, I mix all of those in together. Then finally, we have this set of flashcards, and these are all G's and F's, and these are the ones that are really a little bit tricky. So I would go back and teach all the G's and F's as landmark notes, and not necessarily in relation to the C's because they're a little bit too far away. And so once they've done all of that, we can mix it in, and then they can instantly respond to any flashcard in this set. And it's a really effective way of teaching random note reading, and from there we can do patterns, and sight reading's a breeze.